We heard that you were challenging Usyk to a street fight in MMA. Is that true?
Well, yeah, he called me out to do MMA.
And we're talking about heavyweight Usyk, who beat Tyson Fury.
Yeah, he wants to fight me in MMA, and our teams are talking, and I'm interested in it.
You guys, I'm next.
Jake Paul has set the combat sports world abuzz by revealing he's in talks for a potential MMA showdown with Oleksandr Usyk, the Ukrainian southpaw who recently dethroned Daniel Dubois to become the undisputed heavyweight boxing champion. In a candid interview, Paul admitted, "Well, yeah, Usyk called me out to do MMA," before clarifying, "We're talking about heavyweight Usyk, who beat Tyson Fury. Yeah, he wants to fight me in MMA, and our teams are talking. I'm interested in it. That'd be huge." The YouTuber turned fighter didn't hide his nerves, confessing, "To be honest, that scares me more than any of the other fights. More than fighting Anthony Joshua for sure, especially after learning of Usyk's grappling prowess." When the host reminded him that Usyk is a seasoned wrestler with lethal skills, Paul seemed both awed and intimidated, stammering, "What? Olympic wrestler?" Only for the host to double down. "Usyk's a dog. He knows how to wrestle. He knows how to fight. He knows how to kill." The potential clash, blending spectacle and legitimacy, could redefine crossover combat, pitting Paul's brash ambition against Usyk's icy multidiscipline mastery.
We heard that you were challenging Usyk to a street fight in MMA. Is that true?
Well, yeah, he called me out to do
And
MMA.
we're talking about heavyweight Usyk, who beat Tyson Fury.
Yeah, he wants to fight me in MMA, and our teams are talking, and I'm interested in it.
That'd be huge.
To be honest, that scares me more than any of the other shit that scares me more than fighting Anthony Joshua for sure.
But you know Usyk's a wrestler.
I think, yeah, he's like an Olympic wrestler
Yeah,
or
he
some
knows how to
shit.
wrestle.
Whoa. Olympic wrestler?
Usyk's a dog. He knows how to wrestle, he knows how to fight, he knows how to kill.
When asked about Jake Paul's call-out and their tense face-off in the ring, Oleksandr Usyk responded with his typical calm confidence, simply stating, "I'm ready to fight him," before the host clarified, "On MMA rules." Usyk, never one to back down, confirmed, "Yes, I'm ready," but with a playful yet exhausted caveat, "But I need to rest."
Paul came to the ring and make a face-off with you. Are you ready to go to the ring with Jake Paul? Sergey, are you ready to make this fight?
I'm ready to fight with Jake Paul.
On MMA rules? Yes, I'm ready, but I need to rest.
Зачекай, хай не поспілкуються.
The remark, likely referencing the grueling demands of his recent boxing war with Daniel Dubois, hinted that, while he's open to the spectacle of fighting Paul in MMA, even a heavyweight king needs recovery before diving into another brutal showdown. The exchange left the door wide open for a potential crossover clash, blending Usyk's lethal skill set with Paul's audacious challenge in what could become one of combat sports' most surreal yet intriguing matchups. Just moments after Oleksandr Usyk outclassed Daniel Dubois to retain his heavyweight titles, Jake Paul entered the ring for a tense face-off with the Ukrainian champion. The arena buzzed with anticipation as Paul, never one to shy away from the spotlight, stood across from a composed Usyk, who, still fresh from his dominant victory, met the YouTube stars with a quiet, unwavering gaze. There was no blood, no exhaustion, just the sharp contrast between Usyk's seasoned professionalism and Paul's calculated showmanship.
Much respect to you. Congratulations. Seriously. No one can say shit. Zip them up and put the key away. I said let's do a face-off. Yeah, no problem. They want to fight too. Nice. MMA. What about okay. You guys, I'm next.
The brief but electric exchange set social media ablaze as fans debated whether this was another clever Paul spectacle or a real step toward an unprecedented crossover fight, one pitting boxing's pound-for-pound elite against the brash disruptor of combat sports. The viral clip of Jake Paul playfully trolling Usyk in their ring face-off.
I'm very feel. I am too.
The moment was a cheeky callback to Usyk's legendary post-fight interview after dethroning Anthony Joshua in 2021, where he famously told the world,
Alexander, how do you feel? Heavyweight champion of the world.
I'm feel. I'm very feel.
What's that?
Heavyweight champions.
What's that?
Paul's jab was lighthearted, but the underlying message was clear. He studied Usyk's career, quirks and all, and isn't intimidated. Yet beneath the banter lingered a real question. Could the YouTuber's audacity actually tempt the heavyweight king into MMA's cage, or was this just another masterclass in Paul blurring the lines between circus and credibility? Eddie Hearn perfectly captured the absurdity of modern boxing when he reacted to Jake Paul and Alexander Usyk's face-off, laughing in disbelief. I just saw Jake Paul facing off with Alexander Usyk. What is going on? Sarcastically adding, if he's true to his word, saying AJ's got a weak chin and he'll knock him out, then let's see the fight happen. Hearn's mix of amusement and challenge underscored the surreal state of boxing, where a YouTuber can credibly, or not, call out two generational heavyweights, Usyk, the technical maestro, and Joshua, the vulnerable superstar.
I think right now, to be honest with you, in this bizarre world, I mean, I just saw Jake Paul facing off with Alexander Usyk. I mean, what is going on? The pound-for-pound #1 fighter in the world, he's facing off with Jake Paul. But it sounds like AJ's going to fight Jake Paul. I mean, if he's true to his word, if he really wants the fight, I mean, it's all very well saying, what did he say? I'll knock it, you know, he's got a weak chin.
Jake Paul just spoke to Oscar there and said, Anthony Joshua has a weak chin, I will knock him out.
Well, look, if he's true to his word, the fight will happen.
Next.
Whenever.
This sport was bonkers.
I know, but I can't believe, you know, and it's great that Tyson Fury's saying that Jake Paul's going to win, and people, I mean, like, maybe I've just lost my mind. But if they truly want that fight, you know, I reached out to Nikisa earlier, we're going to have a chat next week. If they truly want the fight, we can make actually the fight that does the biggest numbers in the sport.
Eddie Hearn didn't hold back in his praise for Alexander Usyk's dominance, calling the Ukrainian's resume phenomenal. There's absolutely no question in my mind who is the pound-for-pound #1 in the sport. With emphatic disbelief, he rattled off Usyk's conquests. Alexander Usyk has beaten Dubois twice, AJ twice, Tyson Fury. It's unbelievable. Yet Hearn's admiration came with a sting of regret when addressing Anthony Joshua's missed opportunities, revealing he'd texted AJ post-fight. #1, Usyk's unbelievable. And #2, we really should have beaten Dubois.
And just stop him and batter him, like, just phenomenal. Phenomenal. Like, he is, there is absolutely no question in my mind who is the pound-for-pound #1 in the sport. Alexander Usyk has beaten Dubois twice, AJ twice, Tyson Fury twice. He's unbelievable.
You spoke to AJ at all about that?
Yeah,
fight?
I did.
Okay.
Well, I just texted him and I said, #1, Usyk's unbelievable. And #2, we really should have beaten Dubois.
Dillian White, no stranger to elite-level heavyweight battles, broke down Alexander Usyk's brilliance with the reverence of a seasoned fighter who's studied the craft. He's a great fighter, man, smart, disciplined, and so channeled. The way he adapts mid-fight is scary. One minute he's getting backed up, the next he's dictating the pace without even seeming to change gears. White's awe was palpable as he described Usyk's almost supernatural ability to recalibrate.
He's a great fighter, man. He's smart, he's very disciplined, he's very channeled and very calm, and he knows what to do, and he makes a lot of adaptation quickly, you know, which is what makes him the fighter. Is he adapts to the situation quickly. 1 minute he's doing one thing and he's getting backed up, and the next thing he's backing someone up, just like that, without him doing anything. It's literally just, you know, so it's amazing how he does it, man. He is an amazing fighter. Astonishing.
This analysis cuts through the circus of Jake Paul's call-out, reminding fans why Usyk sits atop the pound-for-pound rankings. His otherworldly ring IQ makes even elite opponents look like they're fighting in quicksand. While Paul plays the entertainer and Hearn the pragmatist, White's perspective grounds the conversation in what truly matters. Usyk's mastery is artistry disguised as combat, leaving even his rivals in awe. Dillian White offered a blunt assessment of boxing's shifting landscape, where stardom now rivals skill as currency. White, who once dismissed crossover fights as laughable, admitted the grim reality. "A few years ago I said, no way. Anthony Joshua would kill Jake Paul now? It'd be a spectacle we'd all tune into."
They're superstars coming into boxing, so they don't need to work as hard as other boxers to get to place and to put themselves in position. It's like, the Francis Ngannou, these guys, Jake Paul, his brother, these guys are superstars. They come into boxing and they bring money and they bring eyeballs. So yeah, a few years ago I would have said, no way, you have no laugh. Anthony's gonna kill Jake Paul. And it will hurt him, but it'd be a spectacle that we're all tuning to watch because it's so bizarre.
This stark contrast between Usyk's amazing technical mastery and the Paul brothers' manufactured hype highlights boxing's identity crisis. Born in Simferopol, Crimea, Alexander Usyk is a boxing genius. He is the pound-for-pound king because of how smart he is with both tactics and techniques. The Ukrainian southpaw is 6 feet 3 inches tall and can reach 78 inches. In both the cruiserweight and heavyweight divisions, he has a perfect professional record of 24 wins and 0 losses, 62.5% KO rate. Usyk is the strongest boxer ever. He was the first person to win all 4 major world titles at cruiserweight. Then he beat Tyson Fury to become the undisputed heavyweight champion. He has 2 convincing wins over Anthony Joshua, a masterclass against Daniel Dubois, and a tough win over Fury. All of these show how smart and adaptable he is in the ring. Usyk is a tough opponent because he trained in the Soviet-style amateur system and has good footwork, accuracy, and mental strength. He is 38 years old now and is the best boxer in the world. He works as a promoter for Usyk 17 promotion and lives in Oxnard, California. Nobody anticipated that 28-year-old Jake Paul, a native of Ohio who now resides in Puerto Rico, would go from being a YouTube sensation to a legitimate cruiserweight contender. Since he began fighting in 2020, Paul, who stands 6 feet 1 inch tall with a 76-inch reach, has a 9-1 professional record, 58.33% KO rate. He has defeated MMA heavyweights Anderson Silva and Nate Diaz. Paul's resume is sometimes referred to as celebrity boxing, but his strength and speed, which he has worked hard to develop, have earned him a cult following and placed him as the 72nd best boxer in the world. His company, Most Valuable Promotions, hosts major events such as Amanda Serrano's Super Fights, which further blur the line between entertainment and sports. Even though Paul hasn't faced any elite boxers yet, his audacious allusions to boxing greats like Usyk and Anthony Joshua demonstrate his desire to alter the rules of the sport. Paul has an indisputable impact, but people view him as either a clever businessman or a circus act. He brings boxing into the modern era, where devoted followers and viral celebrity coexist. Alexander Usyk and Jake Paul's possible fight is more than just a brawl. It's a clash of 2 radically different combat sports worlds. On one side is Usyk, a living legend who has achieved undeniable glory through his mastery of the fundamentals of boxing. Conversely, Paul, the bold outsider who transformed social media fame into a respectable fighting career, demonstrated that influence can be just as potent in the modern era as tradition. There is no denying the debate this fight generates. Whether it occurs or not, can one of the best boxing technicians really be put to the test by a YouTube celebrity? Or, in the era of viral moments, is this just another spectacle? There is no doubt that Paul represents the new generation of entertainment-driven combat, while Usyk represents the height of skill and discipline. Whether we like it or not, this matchup makes us wonder, what is boxing evolving into? For more in-depth analyses of the most significant battles, real, fantastical, and all points in between, subscribe. Tell us in the comments, is Jake Paul pushing himself too far or should Usyk take the fight? We appreciate your time and hope to see you at the next bell.